So we talk about cash flow, debt management, reserves, proper protection. There's build wealth. There's not one way to build wealth. There are many different ways to build wealth. You can build wealth through your business. You could build wealth through buying stocks. You could build wealth through buying interest in companies.
Maria says, definitely change the way I see life insurance now.
Awesome. That's part of our
There's so
mission.
many things about life insurance that people just don't know. Even people in the industry don't know.
It's an interesting tool.
Yeah.
It's just not marketed very well because insurance companies are very boring. There's nothing glitzy about an insurance company. Just like there's nothing glitzy about self-storage or mobile home parks, right? But they have some
very
amazing
lucrative
cash flow, right? But it's not sexy. So people don't think about it.
It is now.
Yeah, the cash flow is sexy. Look, it doesn't matter as long as you do something ethical for money and you provide a valuable product or service, it doesn't matter how you make the money as long as it's ethical and legal. Whether you do self-storage or you make your money in mobile parks, as long as it's legal and ethical, none of that stuff matters. Don't let anybody invalidate you on the way you choose to build wealth. What is most important is that you have a game plan for building wealth. Whenever you're building wealth, there's three enemies of your money. Three biggest enemies towards your wealth. If you can evaluate wealth building decisions from how well to handle these three enemies, you'll be in very good shape. First enemy of your wealth and of your money is taxes. It's your biggest expense. And some of it's invisible. Like you see it if you got a paycheck, you see it if you own a business, you got to pay the taxes on the business. If you have employees, you got to pay taxes for having employees. There's all these different things. You got taxes. You go to the grocery store, you got to pay taxes. All these different things. Number one enemy of your wealth, taxes. So anytime you're looking at any financial tool as part of your wealth building strategy, you got to ask, what are the tax advantages? How does this handle how does this help me better handle taxes? Life insurance and real estate are two phenomenal tools that help you handle taxes well. I got a buddy who made, towards the end of this year, he would have made about $5 million in cryptocurrencies. And so you know what he called me the other day and he says his biggest problem, how the hell does he handle the taxation? The taxes, man. He's like, dude, we need a plan to handle the taxes. He's like, I might even by the end of this year be up to 10 million. This dude's not kidding. I mean, he made $1 million in a month off crypto. So, but he's like, shit, I got to handle the taxes on it. So he reached out to me and was like, dude, help me with the taxes. Second enemy of your wealth is inflation. It's the cost of goods and services going up every year. Historically, inflation has been around 3%. So what does that mean? That means your income, your revenue has to increase by at least 3% every year. Your growth in your money has to increase by at least 3% every year. Otherwise, you're falling behind. So it's something that cost $1 last year is going to cost $1.03 this year. May not seem like a lot, but 10 years from now, it now costs $1.30. Or something that cost $100,000 now costs $130,000. See, it's all in scale. So whatever you put your money and whatever you do with your money has to earn at least 3% per year. At a minimum. Bank accounts aren't doing that. So money sitting in bank accounts, they're losing value each year. And the third enemy of your wealth is market risk or market losses. So if I have $1 and I lose that dollar, I not only lose that $1, I'd also lose what that dollar would have earned for me had I not lost it in the first place. That's what Warren Buffett says. Don't lose money, because your money is your capital to go and create more wealth. So if you lose some of your capital, you have less to go create wealth with. So whenever you lose that dollar, it's not just about those dollars. It's about what those dollars would have earned for you had you been able to keep it, had you not lost it in the first place, right? So think about the multiplication effect of it. Because if you're growth minded and wealth building minded, you're gonna think every dollar I have, I can put to use to create more wealth. I'm either gonna put some of it towards running my household, but anything else is going to be used to create more wealth. So if I lose some of that, that means I have less to go create more wealth with. I don't want to have less to go create more wealth with. So I hope that makes sense. Three biggest enemy of your money. So anytime you're looking at any type of investment, ask those questions. That's how we evaluate any type of investments we're going to do. You know what? It eliminates a bunch of stuff. That's why we get focused on very few things, and that's what we'll put our energies on. Taxes, inflation, market losses, three biggest enemies of your wealth.